What's up, War Rapport family? We are back with another great edition of Facts or Nah. Y'all know how we get down. We just doing the rapid fire questions. Fellas, are we ready to get into this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
First question, facts or nah? Auburn will be the least penalized team in the SEC this season under Brian Harsin. What are we feeling?
I'm going nah here. I believe Auburn has a lot of youth, especially on the offensive side. It's a new system. Guys are trying to gel on the offensive line. I expect Auburn to be a very disciplined team, a more disciplined team under Brian Harsin than they were under the previous coaching staff. But with a lot of new moving parts, a lot of new faces everywhere on the offense, I expect there to be quite a few mistakes made early in the year. Thus, I don't think Auburn will be the least penalized team in the SEC. I'm going nah.
I'm actually going facts on this one. Listen, whatever bull you will bring to the table from the last administration, Brian Harsin is not having it. He doesn't care about your excuses. It is time to show up and do your job. That means no false starts. That means no silly, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That means no stupid pass interferences. It means do your job under Brian Harsin. It's a new era, so I'm going facts. We will be the least penalized team in the SEC, or you will pay.
I'm going nah. And as much as I'm sure the players are terrified that they're going to pay for all those penalties, the fact is, man, listen, offensive line especially, I don't think guys go in there and get false starts because they're undisciplined. They are going to be running a brand new system, brand new timing. Bo's going to be under center. Guys are going to be in different positions for the first time. And you're going to have a five-star monster across the line staring at you. Going to make for some nervous guys. Going to make for some false starts. New offense probably going to make for some wacky offensive alignment that they get wrong a couple times. Nah, we're not going to be the least penalized. Better disciplined overall team, but not the least penalties. Nah.
I'm actually going to go nah on this one as well. I do think that we will be close to the bottom of the league, but I don't think that we will be the least penalized team. Somebody, I don't know, TD Moultrie's still on the team. Is he going to play this year? Because if so, we probably going to get a lot of, I'm sorry. My bad, TD. If you're watching, my bad. But yeah, no, I do actually anticipate the offense having some issues with delay of games, like trying to get the proper alignment. I anticipate some false starts happening. I anticipate just some little silly stuff early in the season that's going to contribute to the overall season penalty yardage that is going to make us where we're going to finish maybe bottom third, but not least. So, nah.
All right, fellas, facts or nah? Auburn will land a 5-star running back recruit to replace Tank once he goes pro.
Facts. Absolute facts. It's not going to be 2022. It's going to be 2023. And the reason is we're going to have to show a commitment to running the ball both this season and the 2022 season. Tank has some wacky numbers these next 2 years. And then we have something to show the next 5-star stud running back on tape that says, hey, man, you come here, you're going to prosper, you're going to thrive, you're going to get numbers, and you're going to get to the league just like the last guy. So I'm saying facts.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go facts on this one as well. Auburn really hasn't had an issue necessarily running the ball. I do think that we have the ability just traditionally to run the ball really well. I don't think that that's going to change under Brian Harsin. I think that it's going to show off even more that we have that ability because there's going to be a focus on it the next couple of years to just build our play action game. So I think a 5-star running back is going to feel right at home, especially considering I do believe next year we're going to do a better job recruiting at the offensive line. And so that's going to entice one of those running backs to want to come as well. Facts.
I'm going facts on this one, but I actually think it'll be in 2022. I think we're going to play a lot of ball control in 2021. They're going to try to keep the ball out of harm's way, and that means keeping the ball on the ground with your 5-star running back you have right now. It's going to be an easy sell to recruits coming in 2022. You could be the next Tank Bigsby because we already do all the stuff that you want to do. Come to Auburn. I'm going facts. We're going to get that 5-star to replace Tank Bigsby.
I'm going to go for the sweep here and go facts. I'm not quite sure what year it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure that Auburn will have established an identity for being tough up front and being able to run the football effectively with our running backs. I'm hoping that Tank stays healthy enough for us to be able to showcase what our running backs can do under this offense. And keep in mind, we don't have a lot of depth currently, so this coaching staff can sell playing time to these young guys coming out of high school. And so I think that'll be a factor as well as an established identity. I'm going facts that Auburn lands a 5-star recruit to replace Tank.
All right, fellas, get ready for the argument in the comments section. Facts or no, Cadillac Williams is the best running back in Auburn history, not named Bo Jackson.
I'm going facts here because I just like Caddy. I mean, Caddy has been successful since he's been at Auburn. He played on an undefeated team. He was a leading rusher those years when he was healthy. I'm just going to go facts here. You can fight me. You can name other running backs. I like Trey Mason. I like Rudy Johnson. I like Stephen Day. I like those guys, but it's Caddy for me, the best running back not named Bo Jackson.
Nah. It was a dude he shared the backfield with, man. Ronnie Brown. Cadillac came in as a star. They had to feature him. It was a part of his recruitment pitch. They put him up on the jumbo screen. They said, hey, this is going to be you. People screaming your name. He bought it. He came here. He prospered, even when we weren't good offensively. But when they got equal shares that last season, I don't know, man. It's not that Cadillac wasn't amazing, but I just remember Ronnie Brown trucking people more than I remember anything about either one of their careers. I'm saying it was Ronnie Brown. No slight to Caddy. He was amazing. But if you give Ronnie Brown the number of snaps that Cadillac got over those 4 years, come on, man. Nah.
I'm going to go nah on this one. If you ask me who's the most talented running back not named Bo Jackson, I would agree with B. Will and say Ronnie Brown. But the best running back to come through Auburn since Bo Jackson, or not named Bo Jackson, is Trey Mason. Trey Mason is the one that got invited up there. He was, remember, he finished top 5 in the Heisman for that year. Trey Mason was a workhorse back. That man was a tank. He didn't get tired. I am going to go with Trey Mason as the best running back not named Bo Jackson. So, nah, sorry, Caddy.
Listen, I can see Ike is the only other one that has any damn sense on this question. So I'm going, nah. It is definitely Trey Mason. 317 carries, 1,800 yards. He couldn't be tackled in 2013. He was an automatic first down every 2.5 carries that season. He completely played through injury. He was a tank that could not be stopped. And if not for Trey Mason, we probably don't do what we did in the national title game. I mean, it was unbelievable, the performance that he turned in. Struck the Heisman pose after he scored the touchdown right before we lost it, but still, it wasn't his fault. I'm going with Trey Mason. I think my guy Trey does not get the respect he deserves when you talk about the running backs in Auburn lore.
All right, fellas, facts or not, Harsin will get at least one unsportsmanlike penalty this season for arguing with the Zebras.
I'm going to go nah on this one. You don't see coaches get those penalties often. I do believe he is going to be in the official's ear. I don't think they're going to throw the flag on him. You know, will his face turn red? That's the horse of a different color. Absolutely. But I don't know if he's going to get penalized for it. So I'm going to go nah.
I'm going to go nah here as well. Harsin usually strikes me as a much more calculated, more calm coach, even though I do expect him to argue with refs over some questionable calls this year. I don't expect him to go all Muschamp and go nuclear and get an unsportsmanlike conduct. So I'm going nah here. I think Brian Harsin will fight and argue for his players, but not cost his team any yardage. So nah.
I'm actually going to go facts on this one, but with a caveat. I think that this first-year coach is going to get so damn mad with this team that he's not going to be able to hold it in. And fun fact about Brian Harsin, in 2019, they went almost the whole season without an unsportsmanlike, and he got the team's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the year and then punished himself. This man is dying to get angry. He has got anger built up on the inside. He holds it back all the time. He probably has anger management classes that he takes on the weekends, but everybody's got to get angry sometime. I think that he is going to take a different tactic to try to fire up this team this season. So I'm going facts. Brian Harsin's going to get at least one.
I'm going to go facts with Mike. I agree. You know why? This isn't his team. It's his team, but is it really his team? They've been under the Harsin system for all of 3 months, maybe. And by the time we get back for the fall, we'll get another month and a half before the season. There's a lot going on. There's a lot changing. They're not going to have full control of everything that's going on the field like they want to yet. I think there's going to be a lot going wrong. And will he cost his team some yards, maybe a score? Not in a game that's still in contention, but if we're getting blown out because guys are just not doing their jobs, yeah, I can see him getting in the ref's ear, going a little too far, firing up his team in the process, and setting an example for what he doesn't want to see from these players going forward. So, facts. I say he gets one.
All right, it's that time again. We are going to do the fan question of the week. I want to make sure I give a little shout out to my man Chase H. You know, he did inspire that best running back question, but that's not the fan question of the week. The fan question of the week is coming courtesy of our man Stuart Donald. He's at Stuart Donald on Twitter, and he asks, facts or nah, Shaun Shivers will have more than 750 all-purpose yards this season. Let's talk about it.
I'm going facts on this one. I think look out for Shivers to be used in a lot of situational football this season where the quarterback will finally check the ball down to the running back, because we scheme to have the running back as an option for the quarterback to check down to. I think Shivers benefits from that. I think that when Bo gets in trouble, he's going to look for Tank. He's going to look for Shivers. Shivers is underrated as a pass catcher. Hear me out. He's underrated as a pass catcher, so he will catch some balls out of that backfield. I think that he gets at least 750 all-purpose yards this season.
I'm going to say facts. I think he gets that 750, 60 some odd yards a game. That's doable, especially they don't want to run Tank into the ground. I think they've seen that mistake happen. They've seen that change at a bunch of universities all over the place. There's not a bell cow running back anymore. You need people back there healthy to do your blocking and your running and your pass catching. They don't want to put that all on Tank. So Shivers is going to get his run. And unfortunately, I'm still not 100% convinced that he won't be back there on kickoffs. As much as I don't want to see it, it might be possible. So yes, he'll get that 750 this year.
I'm going to go facts and nah on the fact that he's going to return in kickoffs. By no means, God, please no, that will not happen. Now, listen, we saw in spring practice that they actually incorporated something that we have not seen, a running back screen up the middle. So I'm expecting different ways, creative ways to give the running backs the ball. Shaun Shivers will benefit for being the number 2 guy, as they will try to take a running back by committee approach. Provided he stays healthy this year, I expect to see them coming up with creative ways to get him the football. He's proven that he can run up the middle and be a running back who can run between the tackles. I like to see him get 750 plus yards, all-purpose yards this year. I'm going facts.
I struggle with this one. I'm going to go facts with the caveat that he remains healthy. Shivers has been nicked up pretty much every year that he's been at Auburn. But I do think that with the screen game that we're going to incorporate this season, Shivers has a good opportunity to be able to get the 750. I do think that he's going to be on some kick return duty. How many of them he's going to actually bring out, I don't know. But he'll rack up a couple of yards there. And just because of our commitment to the run and not wanting to run Tank Bixby into the ground, Shivers needs to be that second back. So with all those things in place, 750 shouldn't be a difficult task for him to be able to do. But again, that is if he remains healthy. We'll see. All right, War Rapport gang, that is it for another great edition of Facts or Nah. We are so excited to keep bringing you all this wonderful content, but we can't continue to do it without some of these wonderful questions from you all. So we want to make sure that you are tweeting at us. That is hashtag Facts or Nah. You need to add the War Rapport on Twitter, and you can have your fan question featured right here on Facts or Nah next Friday. Outside of that, you already know what to do. You need to be liking this video first and foremost. Go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then you need to make sure you're following us on social media. We are at the War Rapport on Instagram and Twitter. We are TW Rapport on TikTok. That's it. We are out of here signing off. And as always and forever, it's War Eagle.
War Eagle.